I'm not trying to stop you from fighting, Tetros, said the wizard. I'm trying to stop you from fighting before you are ready. This is a snake who dubbed Goose greatest sorceress, a snake who thinks he's the rightful king. He will not fight fairly, and you must be prepared. If you fight him on his terms, he will kill you and your queen, just like he already killed your best friend. Tetros fell silent. 4 points is only a 3-hour ride from here. We should leave now, Tetros. Lancelot fostered, ignoring Merlin. Don't listen to the wizard. You and I beat the schoolmaster after all. Only because I had a plan and brought you an army, Merlin said sharply. Lancelot opened his mouth to argue, then closed it. Tetros looked between the wizard, the dean, his mother, and the knights, thinking carefully. Then he turned to Merlin. Let's get back to building my army, said the king. Guinevere exhaled. Lancelot sank back in his chair and glowered out the window, rubbing at his shoulder. The wizard continued. If we are to build an army to fight the snake, then we will need allies. Tetros must immediately convene a summit of ever and ever leaders from the affected kingdoms. Despite the fact that we have ignored their appeals for help, you must ensure that Camelot is still on their side, and that you are the only ruler who still has all of their interests at heart. Tetros nodded, trying to look confident. Until that summit occurs, and while Agatha's crew tracks the snake's movements, the 5 of us must be our own crew with our own task. Merlin looked around the table. We need to find out who this snake might be, and more importantly, where he gets his power. Merlin turned to Professor Durfey. On that note, perhaps it's best if I visit the Lady of the Lake myself. You can't go now, Merlin. I need you. The dean breathed quickly and tight-lipped as if she didn't want the others to hear. You're more than ready to do it on your own, the wizard murmured. Something's still bothering me, Merlin, said Guinevere, interrupting them. Even if the snake is Arthur's family, Tetros has the throne by birthright. He is Arthur's first and only son. No amongst of us of Arthur's blood can challenge that. The wizard gazed at her forcefully. Quite right, Guinevere. Unless, of course, by Arthur's blood, the snake means... He paused. Unless he means what? Tetros pushed. Merlin turned to the dean. I'm afraid I need to depart at once, Clarissa. I'll see you at school in a few days' time. He stood and gathered his cape and hat, leaving the dean dismayed. But, Merlin, Durfey pleaded. You'll do quite fine without me, Clarissa. Just stay vigilant, he said cryptically as he headed for the door. As for the rest of you, I'll leave you to your afternoon meeting, which Clarissa would be wise to avoid as well, since it concerns the only thing in the world wizards and fairy godmothers are deathly allergic to. What's that? Tetros asked. Money, said Merlin without looking back. The advisors want to talk to me, Tetros said, eyes wide. Lady Grimling has been trying to arrange a meeting between me and them for 6 months, and their only response has been to urinate in their food and throw it in her direction. Well, apparently they've changed their minds, said the Treasury Master, not looking up from his ledger. Sends a scrap of paper for a guard named K. He couldn't find Lady Grimling, so he brought it to me. The Treasury Master was an egg-shaped, fleshy figure, no taller than a baby Christmas tree, with a bald pate, floppy ears, and enormous gold glasses that took up most of his pronounced, pink-skinned face. Tetros couldn't tell if he was human or orc. They'll see you after supper, and they made it clear you're to be alone, said the Treasury Master. He lifted his hat and looked at Lancelot and Guinevere, seated beside Tetros, then went back to his ledger. I summoned you to give you the message, so now that it's delivered, I assume our meeting is at an end. Not so fast, said Lancelot. We have more questions, Treasury Master. As the knights interrogated him, Tetros lapsed into his thoughts. After 6 months, his father's advisors had agreed to see him. The advisors who driven Camelot into debt. The advisors who had done something with his gold. Finally, he could get answers. I'm afraid I don't understand the question, the Treasury Master was saying, perched between stacks of soggy ledgers and chewing the end of his wet pencil. You don't understand the question? Or do you not understand words in general? Lancelot bullied, still pants up from the lunch meeting. Lance, Guinevere said, before simpering as the Treasury Master. All we're asking is how are we still losing money now that the advisors are in jail? Since Tetros took the throne, the kingdom has been collecting taxes fairly, and he has cut spending to the bone. Camelot should be bringing in more gold than before, not falling deeper and deeper into debt. Accounting is a complicated field, Lady Guinevere, said the Treasury Master vacuously. Best left to the likes of men. Guinevere's face changed. She glanced at Lancelot. The knight cracked his knuckles. Who appointed you Treasury Master, kind sir? The Council of Advisors brought me in after Arthur's death, given my sterling reputation, and I have a contract for a 12-year term, so my position is secure.